JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Cop among 4 arrested after goats and gun found in car in Clarendon. A police constable is among 4 people, 2 of them teenagers, who were taken into custody early Thursday morning after being found transporting goats and other items in Clarendon. According to reports, around 3:50 a.m., a grey Toyota Probox with 4 occupants was intercepted by police along the Morgan's Pass main road. A search of the vehicle uncovered 3 goats, a loaded Glock 19 pistol, 2 cell phones, a laptop, and a bag. All 4 occupants were subsequently arrested. Checks later revealed that one of the individuals is a 22-year-old police constable assigned to the Specialized Operations Branch. He reportedly resides in Maypen, Clarendon. The other 3 suspects were a 20-year-old chef, a 17-year-old, and an 18-year-old, all from Rectorland area in Clarendon. They are expected to be interviewed as investigators continue to probe the incident. Police investigate death of man found on the Portmore Bridge. The police in Portmore, St. Catherine, have launched an investigation after the body of a man was discovered under a bridge along Port Henderson Road on Saturday. Reports indicate that lawmen were alerted to the scene around 9:30 a.m. A team was dispatched and directed to a bridge near the Amanda Court apartment complex. Upon arrival, police say they found the body bleeding and bearing visible bruises. The scene was processed and the body was later removed. A post-mortem examination has been scheduled to determine the cause of death. The Bridgeport Criminal Investigation Branch is leading the probe. Woman charged after allegedly stealing phones inside police station. A woman who went to a corporate area police station to make a report ended up being charged after she allegedly stole 2 cell phones belonging to another woman who was also there filing a report. Charged with simple arson is 39-year-old Susan McLean of a St. Andrew address. The incident occurred on Friday at a police station within the St. Andrew North Police Division. According to police reports, around 3 p.m., a woman visited the station to lodge a report and left her 2 cell phones in the guardroom area. McLean, who was also at the station on unrelated business, allegedly took the phones. A quick search by officers reportedly uncovered both devices in her possession. She was taken into custody and later charged. A court date is being finalized. Municipal cop accused of hitting taxi operator with gun to appear in gun court December 10. A Portmore municipal police officer accused of striking a taxi operator with his gun during a dispute is scheduled to appear in the gun court on December 10. 38-year-old Trevor Clark has been charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm, assault of common law, and used in a crime to commit a felony. The date was set when Clark appeared in the parish court on Friday, where his $100,000 station bail was renewed by acting senior parish court judge Janelle Nelson Gale. Clark's attorney, Orville Morgan, told the court that his client acted in self-defense. Meanwhile, the complainant, taxi operator Shamar Maitland, is also facing charges relating to the incident. Maitland, who is out on station bail, appeared before the court on Friday and is charged with assault occasioning bodily harm. He is scheduled to return to court on January 20, 2026. According to allegations from the Portmore police, the incident occurred about 1 p.m. on Sunday, November 9, when an altercation developed between Clark and Maitland over a vehicle being used as a taxi. During the confrontation, Clark allegedly pulled his gun, struck the taxi operator in the face, and pointed the weapon at him. A report was made, and following investigations, Clark turned himself in on Tuesday, November 11, after which he was charged. Agriculture sector's Hurricane Melissa bill expected to top $50 billion. The damage to the agriculture sector in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa is expected to balloon in excess of 50 billion Jamaican dollars. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says the repair bill is expected to grow as ongoing field visits and damage assessment will account for the damage sustained outside of the hardest hit parishes in southern and western Jamaica. Farmers in parishes such as St. Catherine have reported losses despite being spared the brunt of the Category 5 system. Minister Green says a rapid assessment by the World Bank is an estimated $60 billion. However, the final figure could fall just below that.
By the time everything is accounted for, you're getting the figures, we'll probably fall somewhere in the middle, right? Maybe somewhere around that $40–50 billion figure. What we can say is that it is widespread. What we can say is that it is significant in terms of the different crop lines and the amount of livestock that have suffered. And what we can say, it will take a mammoth effort to build it back. The good news is that the most resilient people in Jamaica are farmers and fishers, right? As you go around, you see people have suffered, but they're not lying down, they're not crying, they're not saying, boy, life is so hard. They're trying to get back up on. They're trying to get back out there. They're literally out in the fields trying to salvage and to keep. And once they get the support that we're offering now, we know that we will accelerate the pace of recovery. We are getting on board about 6 of those walk-behind tractors so that in these mountain areas like Guys Hill, where the farming is good, but a regular tractor may not be so adequate to serve them, we will provision one for this area so that the farmers who are having some challenges in getting the labor to go back out, they can be more efficient. So we're going to be rolling that out come next week in terms of our new walk behind tractors, our augers, which help our yam farmers in terms of digging the holes. Again, Guys Hill does some of that. So what Guys Hill, because they're such a diverse set of farmers, they will benefit from all the programs that we have to offer.
Government sets aim to build resilient schools following hurricane impact. In the wake of the damage sustained by some of Jamaica's schools in the passage of Hurricane Melissa, the government is to review the construction of schools to withstand the impact of powerful hurricanes in the future. A number of schools in St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Manchester, Hanover, St. James and Trelawney sustained significant damage during the passage of the storm which ravaged the island. Speaking in the Senate on Friday afternoon, Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon argued that the island schools are not built to withstand a Category 5 storm.
Mr. President, last year we had Hurricane Beryl and we had a huge repair bill in the billions and we repaired the schools. This year we have Hurricane Melissa and some of those same schools got hit again. And remember, our schools also act as shelters, and so it's important that our schools are robust in their construction because they are what the community relies on in the face of a disaster. And so, Mr. President, we are going to be focused on resilient infrastructure. So we're looking at new design. We have a new building standard for schools. We're also going to be building in resilience into our schools. And we're going to have to be looking at generators, more water tanks and water treatment facilities for our schools, and of course, potentially looking at other sources of internet.
Meanwhile, Dr. Morris-Dixon said the country continues to receive strong support from overseas organizations in its relief and recovery effort. She said members of World Central Kitchen have been providing thousands of hot meals daily to Jamaicans devastated by the storm.
Their teams are on the ground and working in affected communities, and they've been doing fantastic work. I know as I drive around Westmoreland and even in Trelawney, I've been seeing a lot of World Central Kitchen there. And they've provided over 1 million hot meals. 1 million hot meals. And I met Mr. Jose Andres, who's the founder of World Central Kitchen, and he said, no matter what you want, and as long as I need to help, I will do so. And we thank all those who have opened their heart to Jamaica. Because you don't want to hear, yesterday when I was meeting with my principals, Mr. President, I had them come in from the West, and we did a meeting in Kingston. And I had the JPS and the NWC there yesterday. And the JPS rep went up and said, we have 70% of the country restored, and you heard the commotion, because I had to go up to him and say, you're in a room with where 100% of them don't have electricity. And so it is very important, your point is important, that we talk about areas. I know the JPS has met with the communities in Westmoreland and did some engagement and gave some indicative timelines. And we're happy they're actually going faster than those indicative timelines, because we saw Negril come back to power last night.
JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.